All right, so we're diving into something a little different this time. We always talk about training, right? Like the physical stuff, drills, weights, the whole 9 yards.
Right.
But what if there's a way to train your instincts to be a better athlete from the inside out? That's what this intuition for athletes thing seems to be all about. Not just a program, more like a whole philosophy, yeah?
Yeah, that's how they frame it.
So today, let's unpack it. What's the core idea here? And the big question, does it actually work? Where do we even start with this?
Well, they really hit on this mind-body integration training.
Yeah, I saw that on their website. It sounds kind of vague at first, right? Like, what does that even mean in practice?
I think a lot of athletes, they're so focused on the physical, they miss what their body's telling them. It's like ignoring the check engine light in your car, you know? You can keep going for a while, but...
Something's going to blow eventually.
Exactly. So this is about learning to read your own internal dashboard.
I like that. So less about mystical powers, more about paying attention to what's already there.
Right, exactly.
Their site mentions some pretty wild benefits, though. Improved energy efficiency, for example. Like, how can you use less energy by using intuition?
It's not about breaking the laws of physics, haha. But think about it. How many athletes have inefficient movement, wasted tension?
Oh, tons. Even I can see that sometimes. And I am no pro.
Right. So if you learn to catch those inefficiencies, smooth them out, suddenly you're using less energy for the same output. That's huge for endurance, for example.
So a marathon runner, they could keep going longer because they're not fighting themselves, basically.
Exactly. It's about working with your body's natural intelligence, not against it.
Makes sense. And it's not just the physical stuff either, right? They talk about perceptual acuity, which sounds very zen. But what's that mean for, say, a basketball player?
Think of it as heightened senses. Picking up on subtle cues you'd normally miss. Opponent's stance, the way they bounce the ball, even the sounds of their shoes on the court.
So you're reacting faster, anticipating better.
Because you're processing more information on a subconscious level. It's, like you said, instinct.
Okay, so all of this sounds amazing in theory, but their website, it's very light on the how. They tell us what we get, not how to actually do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is this meditation? Biofeedback? What are we talking about here?
It's probably a mix, honestly. Mindfulness to become aware of your body's signals, maybe biofeedback to learn how to control things like heart rate, muscle tension.
So training your mind like you train your muscles, in a way.
Exactly. And from there, I'm guessing they have specific exercises, drills, but the core idea is learning to understand what your body's telling you and then use that information to perform better.
Like learning a new language, but the language is your own body.
I like that analogy because it takes time. Right, effort. You don't become fluent overnight.
Right, but the potential payoff is huge if you can tap into it. So intuition for athletes, it's about going beyond the physical and training those deeper instincts, the ones we all have but rarely know how to use.
And that makes you wonder, what if everyone trained this way, not just athletes? What could we achieve if we all learn to listen to our own internal wisdom?
Now that is a question worth pondering.